Pearl in studio here, ESPN college basketball analyst, and now the new head coach of Auburn, Dan Dakich, George Sedano, in for the boys today on Mike and Mike here on ESPN Radio and ESPN2. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you, George.
Now, my first question is, are you going to paint your body orange and blue at any point?
It was the Incredible Bulk. Now, I'm not exactly sure what it looks like, but it's several years older than it was,
okay.
So we are going to try to keep our shirt on.
Okay, that's fair then. That's fair. Now, just how did this feel for you? I know you've been through so much, obviously, and it's been a long time coming here for you. How emotional was this for you when you got the call?
You know, it was a long process. I wasn't sure it was going to happen this year. But once I got the call, I got excited about Auburn because it's a family atmosphere down there, and I thought it would be a really good fit for me. It was emotional when I was on my visit down there. And, you know, it was interesting when I got to talk to Auburn's coaches. Jay Jacobs brought me in and let me talk to all the coaches, and we visited a little bit. I got emotional because as a member of the coaching fraternity, I had made a mistake. I let that group down. They didn't even know me. But I let all coaches down by the mistakes that I made, and I got emotional, just overwhelmed with, I'm now back, and I now get the opportunity to join this group. I'm going to work really hard to bring, you know, glory to the tradition and not shame.
What happened to get the job? What was the process? You know, a lot of people said Jay Jacobs flew in here. Yeah. You're meeting him here. We broke it on a show days ago.
Yes. I love the fact that he was here, and Eddie Katz didn't know about it. Jeff Goodman didn't know about Sam Dunn. And he's right there in Bristol. And, you know, he came out, we visited, and it wasn't about if this was the right place, because I think we both knew it the right place. The question was it going to be the right time? And until I put it on, tried it on, and got back into it, bring my coaching staff back, my family was so excited. I didn't know how much they missed it. You know, called my dad. I think he's still flying, you know, at like 35,000 feet. Steven is going to join me, my son. He's going to be a part of my staff now. He was a part of my team. I told him, I am a lot harder to work for than I was ever to play for.
Right.
You know?
That's how most guys are.
Yeah.
Much harder to work for.
I mean, wouldn't you love to do it with your guy?
Oh.
I mean, wouldn't that, because together you got a chance to do something. He's got your back and you got his, and you push each other. You love each other.
All right. The job's open for a reason. Back in the day, Barkley, Person, Frankie Ford, those guys, okay. What's the current landscape of Auburn basketball as you've had a few days to look at it?
The facility is phenomenal. It's a beautiful, brand-new facility. You are on a campus training with Olympians, training with guys that are playing on Sunday. You go down to the Auburn football locker room, I'm like, I couldn't believe what these guys look like. They're and so I'm going to we're not there in men's basketball yet. But I think they got good guys there that want to get better, and so we're going to focus on that right now. You know what it's like when a coaching change. You know, Coach Barbee did a good job with him, but that he recruited him. Now I got a new coach, and I got to come in and listen to a guy that I've seen on television for 3 years. You know, so I asked them for time. You know, don't take my word for it, and coach these guys up. If we do it, when we do it, we're going to do it. We're going to be relevant in college basketball at Auburn. I don't know when, but these guys, this next year will be the foundation. They'll build it by the way we train, by the way we play, by the way we handle it. We'll bring in some pieces over a period of time, and we'll get it done.
You said that Auburn was the right fit.
I think, yes.
I mean, just automatically. All right, let me go through what we would say, easily. Coached in the SEC. You know the lay of the land. You've been out. It's a big-time job. You're not going to IUPUI. That kind of thing. So all that, what else? What else made it in your mind? That's a lot that I just gave you, but what else?
Yeah. I think family first. I think hunger. Dan, they haven't been there in 10 years.
Yeah.
Now, that's a long time. So those fans are starving. It's not like the expectations are that we go win a national championship right away. And I'm not going there promising national championship right away. I'm going there promising that within the framework of the landscape of college basketball, within the framework of the SEC, we're going to get more than 3 teams in. Mm-hmm. I got 3 teams in this year: Florida, Tennessee, Kentucky, all have a chance to advance. But that's not enough. And it's been the Tennessees, the Missouris, the Vanderbilts, the Arkansas that have been that next group, maybe LSU. But there are some others that haven't been there a while. Can Auburn be part of those others that get into the upper division? I think that would be something that the fans there would really welcome, embrace, and they're hungry for.
ESPN college basketball analyst and now the new head coach at Auburn, Bruce Pearl, joining us in studio with his Subway Fresh Take. Hurry to Subway this March for the featured $5 footlong meatball marinara. Subway, eat fresh. Bruce, I know you may have to deal with an appeal process. What's that situation going to be like?
Well, I'm still serving out my show cause, and so the best thing I can do is continue to be accountable and say this is what we got left. The reality is I'm the head men's basketball coach at Auburn University, and there are issues regarding student-athlete welfare and the program that we need to address with the NCAA. And we're in the process of having those dialogues. So hopefully, in conversations with the staff, we'll be able to define what I can, which is very little, and what I can't, which is a whole lot. And then there will be some things that we'll be asking for as it relates to how we manage the program. They've got a couple of guys that are already signed. Can I talk to those guys? Mm-hmm. They probably should be able to, talk to the head coach to make a decision. If they say no, then they'll talk to my assistants. And that's how it will have to work. Mm-hmm. So we're going to be able to do that. You asked me I thought back to one of your questions about why. Why? I got down there to campus. There were a couple hundred people at the airport. We had a press conference to announce the new coach and to meet the family. Gus Malzahn and his family were sitting front row. That's big. I mean, really?
That's big.
He's
That's
at
huge.
spring practice, and he's there. I talked to the baseball coach, during the course of the day, Coach Galloway.
He gave you a jersey.
He gave me a jersy. And I'm sporting it, by the way.
And we were going to put the helmet on, but our heads are too big.
Well, no, I tried to put the helmet on, but I couldn't quite get it past the earpiece. How's that?
There you go. You got
War Eagle, baby. War Eagle. I'm back.
Now we're talking. Now we're getting real.
And, welcome to the jungle. The students were off the charts.
Yeah.
I mean, they were just excited about, what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. So that was the fit.
Do you reach out? Not, by the way, because I can see it killing you.
This is not coming off, baby.
Did the NCAA, or did Auburn have to go to the NCAA to hire you? Did they have to do something to have an appeal there?
One of the Dave Didion, who is a senior associate athletic director at Auburn, this is pretty silly, isn't it? I realize.
No, it looks fantastic.
That's not seeing you look.
Yeah.
He kind of oversaw my case back in the day, and before Jay Jacobs even made a phone call, he said, "Dave, is this a guy based on your experience, based on the case that I can feel comfortable hiring and even talking to?" And Dave Didion felt like this was a mistake by a guy that tried to do it the right way for a long time. And once he got that blessing, I think that was it. The rules allow, you can coach with a show cause. There are certain things you can't do. And right now, until August 24th, I can't recruit. But there are some things that we can still do, and we're working through them right now.
Well, congratulations, Bruce. And let's get into some of the tournament now. March Madness begins today officially. Bruce Pearl in studio, the new Auburn head coach. That looks fantastic. God, that looks so great. Dan Dockett, George Sedano in from Greeny and Golick. We'll take your questions via Twitter on the 1-800-Flowers.com Twitter feed at Mike and Mike. You can tweet us at Mike and Mike. And, of course, the hashtag AskDD has been the hashtag we've been rolling with all morning. So we'll take your Twitter questions. We'll open it up to the phones as well. 888-SAY-ESPN. We'll get into the bracket.